another episode of Inoculant Gaming. Once again,
There it
doing
is.
the D&D stream. And
No Wookiee. He disappeared.
yeah, the Wookiee ran off for a minute, but that happens.
There he is.
Apparently, it's
I have
now a
food in
baby
my mouth.
Wookiee.
That was a weird
but
Wookiee.
that's fine. He's been making baby noises all day. Probably makes sense.
Baby Wookiee for the man with the baby.
Right.
There you go.
But been 2 weeks. Feels like it's been longer than that.
It's been 2 weeks since you. Never mind.
That works. But
We're
what
back
do
to
you remember
quotes.
from what happened last time?
We cleaned up some wreckage. I got my camera on. We cleaned up some wreckage because
Right. I telekinesis some stuff around.
we burned the bodies,
Fire.
Yeah, you did.
and I
definitely did
think
that.
we went to the bookstore at the end.
You did.
Oh, we had, and then we also had a little barbecue.
Barbecues are fun.
And we also,
Oh.
Zephyrus did that thing, yes. He returned Steven's fingers.
Steven has 10 digits.
He does
Yes.
have 10 digits.
And I think you also made him like, I
Better.
don't know, 10 to 11
He's-
times better cook than what he was before.
I don't know. He rolled, and he rolled well, apparently. So
Well, yeah, because
Well, I
he
think
rolled
you-
a nat 20. So, like, he almost probably can beat Corvus as the cook.
he's like actually
Oh,
a decent butcher now.
Let's not go there.
Listen, the power of a nat 20 compels him to do so much better.
Not to mention, you haven't been doing it all that much, because while we're on the road, Zephyrus has been the one cooking, not you.
Well, I've been cooking the meat. He's been primarily doing the breakfast stuff.
I guess it's kind of fair.
Eggs.
He
Bacon.
certainly can make
What?
a tea better than me.
What is the countdown we have to prep?
7 days? 8 days, something like that.
I
Sounds
think we're
about
around
right.
7 or 8. Yeah. So we leveled up and got a long rest. And I don't remember. Did we fly to San Juan?
You had not flown yet, but that was the plan. We ended right at the end of getting all the books.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Were we were borrowing these books from the library, right?
I think you bought them outright.
I think we.
Oh,
bought
that's
them
right. We
from
bought
the
them for a few
bookstore.
silver pieces.
We bought them.
Because they didn't actually know what they had, and you were able to detect magic at will to figure out what it was or whatever.
Yeah, okay, so we bought the books. Who's reading them?
I mean, I wouldn't mind the +2 Constitution.
I mean, I can use the identify spell on them one at a time, so we know what they are.
Yeah, I would say that you definitely do that. So yeah, there's the Manual of Quick Action, +2 to Dex. Manual of Flesh Golems. Manual of Bodily Health, +2 Con. Manual of Understanding, +2 Wisdom. And then Atlas of Endless Horizon.
All right, who does not have maxed out Dex and uses Dex for everything? Corvus?
Yeah, we decided I was getting that one. Was there one that gives intelligence or no?
No,
No,
it's just
it's
wisdom,
wisdom.
or... And then
Okay.
what was the other one?
Constitution.
Yep, Wisdom, Con, Dex.
I mean, my wisdom is low. I could use a bump on it, but it's not like my spells are based on wisdom. All the spellcasters use charisma.
Right?
I have a few, like most of mine I think are wisdom checks that are needed.
Yours should be charisma. Are you saying that you took a feat and your feat ones are wisdom?
No, all of my spell saves are wisdom.
Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
The majority of my spell saves are wisdom, and then I have 1 Constitution, 1 Charisma.
Are you saying
That's-
those are,
and one
those are
dex.
what they save on?
That's their saves.
That's to say, they had me improving my wisdom would increase that save DC too.
No.
No.
Your
That's
saving
based on
throw
your
DC is based upon charisma.
Oh, never mind, then wisdom would help.
Wisdom would not help you.
They would roll a
Charisma.
wisdom roll against your charisma save
Charisma.
DC.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do more. I could max out charisma if you want me to have a
Well, we don't have a
19
charisma book.
save
We didn't
DC.
We
even
don't
have a
have
charisma one.
book.
I wouldn't mind the Constitution one.
You know what's your con at currently?
8. My con is at 18.
Okay,
So it
same
would
here.
back to me.
My stats are fine.
Mine's at 15.
All right.
Legitimately, though, I think I take the least damage every battle. You can take the con, Thomas.
Yep.
All right. So Khan's going to Thomas. Corvus is getting Dex.
How do I
Where's the
change?
wisdom book going?
Do I just override the stat?
Sure. If you want to override it to 22 or
To 20.
to 20.
I mean, my character digs the teleportation one if I can get the Atlas of Endless Horizons.
I mean, we couldn't. Having
What does that one
teleportation
do?
wouldn't be terrible.
What does that one do, sir?
Oh, let me go back to it.
All right, I just added it to my character. Thick book, bound in dark leather, crisscrossed with silver lines, with a
So
like a
book has
map or
3
a chart.
charges.
3 charges, gains 1d3 daily at
Yeah.
dawn. Spend a minute
While you're
studying the book.
attuned to the book, you can do Arcane Gate, Dimension Door, Gate, Misty Step, Plane Shift, Teleportation Circle, and Word of Recall.
Yeah, I have 217.
Bunch of teleportation stuff, which fits with my character's move like the wind sort of feel.
Ride like the wind, bullseye.
And so you can spend 1 minute studying one book or using one charge to replace one of your prepared wizard spells with a different spell in the book. The new spell must be of the Conjuration School. So it is typically a wizard attunement. Although in this case, I'll let you wish that away if you want to use one of your wishes to make it attunable by anybody.
Would it require I have a 25% chance to lose wish forever?
I'm going to say no on this case.
Okay, I mean, I could use my wish for the day and then just take a rest later, and I just wish that this is attunable by a warlock.
Sweet.
I'll just
What
have
is
to
it
take
again?
another rest.
Your camera's off again.
Yeah, well, I'm not feeling well, and I'm kind of blowing my nose a little bit. You don't want to see that.
I was not aware you were not feeling well.
So, yeah, if you want using your wish for the day, yeah, that'll work.
I can use a reaction to teleport 10 feet to avoid damage from an attack. And if I spend a minute studying the book, I can use a charge also to use one of my prepared warlock spells. Replace one of them with a different spell in the book. I don't think or you're not going to let me do that, though. Replace my warlock spells, are we?
No, I'll let you do it if you spend one of the charges of the book, yes.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so as a reaction, you're able to teleport to avoid damage?
Yep.
Yep, but that uses one charge.
And a
only
reaction.
comes with 3 charges.
What does it burn up after using all of the charges?
No, it gets 1d3 daily at dawn.
Yeah, it comes back
Okay.
1d3 at dawn.
So it'll come back. It doesn't never go. It never burns up type thing.
Yeah, but I can do Arcane Gate, Dimension Door, Gate, Misty Step, Plane Shift, Teleportation Circle, Word of Recall. Which, Word of Recall, where would I recall to?
You'd have to designate somewhere a sanctuary.
I'd have to wish a sanctuary.
Correct.
Yep.
Limited wish a sanctuary.
Right? Yep. Alright, so that's that one. Anybody else taking any of the other books?
Well, we're taking them all, but
right.
can I peruse the flesh golem one and see how complex it would be?
Sure. Just look up Manual of Flesh Golem.
It's hard. Yeah, we need a lot of stuff for it.
Yeah, it's basically a way to be able to try to make golems, but once you make one, the book
think-
does disappear.
I think we need a lot of stuff for it. I don't remember.
Yep. Typically, it also requires 50,000. So. All right. So that's
It's not
Manual
terrible,
Golems. What was the last one? The Wisdom. Anybody taking the Wisdom book?
How much is it?
It's already free.
Already been
Well,
bought.
You already
so-
got it.
We already got
We-
it,
it
so
would
we're
just
you
add
Just
plus
want
two to
plus
wisdom.
2
decide
wisdom.
get it.
Give yourself plus 2 wisdom.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, no one else. I haven't claimed anything else, so.
Yeah, I
don't
mean, I
remember.
could use it just as much as you, but I have claimed another book, so it doesn't matter.
Well, and the child could be more wise. I would agree. Yeah.
That's the
All right.
problem with this whole campaign. The child has needed to listen
Do
to
I
my
need to
wisdom.
add that inventory or just adjust my stats?
Just adjust your stats. It's fine.
He hasn't listened to wisdom at all.
Hey, maybe now he will.
Maybe.
Yeah,
All
maybe.
right. So got that taken care of. Now you are setting out towards San Juan. And remind me of the girl you're trying to save.
We're not trying to save anyone. We're just trying to get her to come with us.
We're trying to go to Corvus's lady.
Ah, that's right.
She's over in San Juan, and we're in Port Royale.
We're on our glowing ship.
Glowing ship.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going, remember?
Yeah, they cast light on it,
Oh,
Oh, it's a little
Yeah.
bit more than light.
or it's
It's a daylight.
daylight.
it's
that's right.
daylight.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the light is just shining from this ship.
The
And,
daylight come and we want to go home.
Yeah.
Celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead cannot enter our ship.
I think there's like a 5 or 10 foot section of the bow that they can
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah,
That's where
something
I'll
like
just stand. If they want to come up here, I'll dare them to.
Alright.
I mean, the fun thing is they don't know that they can't enter the area, so if they park their ship next to ours and do the whole rope swinging from ours to yours thing, they're going to hit that wall.
Yeah, and it's
Right.
like
Be like
Slide
bugs on a windshield.
Okay.
Man.
we need to install some industrial size windshield wipers on this boat now.
Da-da-da.
Could I cast aid into a glyph of warding?
Sure.
Why?
At 5th level, I only have one 5th level spell slot. I can give everyone, or I can give 3 people 20 extra hit points for when we go into fight, and I also have my
Yes.
5th level spell slot
So then why would you put that in a glyph of warding?
to carry it around on a stone. And we want I just speak the command word and it goes off, choosing the targets, and I'll still have my 5th level spell for when I actually need it for something else, like banishment or circle of power or
Glyph of warding
whatever.
explodes. It doesn't.
It doesn't have to explode. It does whatever spell he puts into it.
Oh, okay. That's what I was missing.
You can choose them to explode.
A lot of
Many
people like this to
just
explode.
do glyph of warding and put fireball in it, so when they open the book and fireballs and they like every page of the book gets a glyph of warding, and they basically make a nuclear bomb.
All right, I would say it takes you about 2 days to get to San Juan.
So if anyone wants to do that,
So with
I
it,
What do you want us to do?
well, he already Zavirus already uses wish, so you would have to use your wish to wish the spell glyph of warding on like a small stone or something, so we can put my 5th level aid on there, so 3 of us can have 20 additional hit points when we go into a fight, and I still have a 5th.
I already used my wish on the ship.
Oh dang.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can always wait. We have 2 days,
Yeah.
all right,
but it's just an idea.
Is anybody trying to make this ship go faster than normal?
That would be the viruses.
That is a virus question.
Why you guys put so much pressure on me?
You're the control
Can
of
I cast
elements.
command on the ship to make it go faster?
I
It
mean,
doesn't have a sentient.
command only works on a creature. I can use gust continually. Otherwise, most of what I can cast is going to be good for like a 300-foot space, and then it'll be useless. Ships
Right.
move pretty fast.
I would say the gust continuously makes it travel at full speed at all times.
Even if it's against the wind.
Correct.
I mean, I'm just going to have to stand there blowing it the whole time, though. So I guess that's going to be my action continually.
Can you cast Gust continually?
Yeah, it's a free action form.
Well, I mean, once every 6 seconds. Yeah.
um,
Oh, I'm thinking about the other level 1 spell or whatever that has.
I will say this.
Well, there's Gust of Wind, Keith. That
Oh,
might be what you're thinking
Hold
of.
on,
And I
aren't-
could cast Gust of Wind if I need to.
Aren't you able to cast spells through your familiar?
Well, with a range of touch.
So
Oh,
just
it's
go
only
take a
range
nap on the
touch.
deck and have Momo sit on your lap and cast Gust through Momo.
No. Gust has a range of 30 feet.
Okay.
Familiar casting spells are only range of touch unless I misread the Find Familiar spell.
Hold on. Let me take a look at that
When
real
you're
quick.
familiar with within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. You can cast a spell with a range of touch. Your familiar can deliver the spell as if it had cast the spell. It must be within 100 feet of me, and it has to use his reaction to do it. But
Okay, lame. All
range
right.
of touch.
Well, for the rule of
Think-
cool, I'm going to flavor that Momo can use Gust using his wings and using your spell.
All right, then I guess I would have him stand on the banister of the top back deck. What is that? The poop deck, and then flap his wings towards the mainsail.
Because I think that sounds so much cooler. Either
Or
that
just have
or
Appa.
I'll just have Appa
Or
do it. Appa
or
already
Iroshi.
knows Gust. Or yeah,
Iroshi.
Yeah, Iroshi would probably turn backwards and cast it through his giant beaver tail.
Yeah, we'll do that way. We'll do Iroshi does it. But he'll be helping to push the...
I mean,
whole ship
that's
further.
not a familiar at all, but whatever.
You know what? Rule of cool, I'm making it fun.
I mean, we could
Honestly,
just have
Flying
tie
Bison ought to have Gust.
Iroshi and Aslan to the front of the ship and just have him pull it.
A
Although
Flying
there-
Bison ought to just have Gust anyway.
It probably does, but... Alright. So, ship's moving at full speed. And, let's have everyone make a,
Everyone? Okay.
yeah, we're gonna have everyone do a, what's it? Perception check.
Those are slightly better now.
I got a 20.
17.
19.
I got a dirty 20. 19 plus 1.
Alright,
I
looks
have
like
the worst
Corvus
perception.
is away for the moment, so we'll get his when he gets back.
Would this be a thing that's a passive perception to work, or is it an active perception?
It's active. He asked us to roll it.
Yeah, roll, so it's active. So would you all? What was it? 20? What was Elwin? What was yours?
17.
17. Thomas.
19.
All right. So
For once, I had the best perception just by natural good roll.
right. You see a group of animals that seem to be swimming to your right.
What do they look like?
They look very large.
Like hostile-looking large creatures, or just large creatures like whales?
Right now they look like large creatures. You see one of them seems to spray a spout that comes out of the water about 20 to 25 foot high.
So it's probably just a big whale.
You know, this time last week, I was looking at humpback whale spouts. They're about 15 feet out of the water. Is it alarming? Are they coming our direction?
They seem to be going parallel with the ship.
Okay, cool. I'll tell Momo to fly out there and investigate, and then come back and let me know telepathically what he sees. I could just close my eyes and look through his eyes, though, you know.
Right? So yeah, Momo flies out there, and it ends up kind of looking like 3 very large whales are swimming in the ocean, and you notice them.
Don't let Corvus see him. He'll want to kill them and take their meat.
Momo rolled a 21 on perception.
Yep, yeah. So he was able to see that it was mother, father, and a small baby seemed to be swimming out there. Or basically 2 large ones and a small one.
Can he tell what type of whale they are? Or they're just whales?
I don't think Moma knows anything more than big fish. I think
Yeah,
Corvus
Keith,
has
understand the
gotten sucked in by
boundaries
that
here.
Darkness.
He has advantage on perception checks, but that's for what he sees, hears, or smells.
Right?
His understanding of what he sees, hears, or smells is very low.
That's why I was like, he saw 2 large and a small one. And so it looks like it's a small, well, a large whale, a small large whale family.
Yeah,
I don't.
right.
Whatever the order is supposed to be correct for that instance.
Would one of them be big enough to swallow Jonah?
Probably yes. Like I think Momo is the size of one of its teeth.
They have teeth.
They're not baleen whales. They have sharp teeth.
I would say yes. They do have teeth. Yes.
Cool.
But they're probably killer whales.
Less cool, but I mean, killer whales actually aren't whales. They're in the dolphin family. Their name actually should be killers of whales.
Well, that's why
'Cause
they call them killer whales. Not
when they
actual-
swim in
they're
a
called
pod,
orcas.
they do attack whales.
They're called orcas, not killer whales. We just named them killer whales.
Yeah, well, orca means what is it? It means
Killer
devil
whales.
from hell or something. A loose
All right.
translation.
All right. So Corvus. Oh no, this does his headset. There it is. Wait, there it is. All right. Now he has his headset back on. Welcome back.
Thank you.
They spotted whales on the side of the boat. Very, very big whales.
Okay. With my experience being a whaler, would I be able to identify what kind of whales they are?
Did you roll a perception check?
I will as soon as he asks for one.
He
We
did.
did.
I did, but you were gone.
We already rolled one.
Are these fey, fiend, or undead whales?
No, they are not. They're underwater. But
I'm
not
happy they're not
undead.
undead whales, to be fair.
that would be kind of creepy.
So 20. What stat?
Perception.
Perception.
So that'll be 18.
Yep. So yeah, you saw the bunch of whales. Spout was got up 20 to 25 feet, and you hear from Sapphirus that it looks like it's a mother, father, and a baby whale.
Why do we hear
Because
about these
Momo's
whales?
flying above them. This is where Elwyn does not fireball them.
That was actually my thought. I was going to ask Corvus if he wanted some whale meat.
Of course you did. You're such
mean-
a pyromaniac.
I think Corvus has enough mind and sense to him that he wouldn't kill a family of whales.
It's a baby.
It's a whale.
Well, Keith, keep in mind, prior to being a butcher, my backstory is I was a whaler. So,
I didn't know that. That's
Oh,
funny.
really?
Neither did I.
yeah, that's why I've got proficiency with sea vehicles.
I mean, you could have just been like a trader of meat, and you needed to trade, and the only way to trade in this area is by a ship.
Well, that's fair, but I chose whaler because it seemed very
Fitting.
uncouth, maybe.
Oh,
Something frowned upon today.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't necessarily feel the need to attack whales, primarily because I don't want to use any resources and then need them later.
All right.
well, it's gonna take us 2 days to get to your fiance. So
Yes, and we have somebody out to get us, and we have got no idea where they are.
All right. Well, so passing on the whales, you keep moving forward. Go ahead and make a navigation check, Corvus,
bless.
with bless.
You're just blasting a bless out there, huh?
Well, I think he meant guidance, but I guess
Yeah,
he's doing
guidance.
bless anyway.
Guidance is the one I meant, not
Oh
bless.
yeah, guidance. Okay.
I was like, whoa, all right. I didn't think you
So
had that
this
many
is
spell slots.
intelligence. This is intelligence, right? What's navigation?
I believe
No, that would
so,
be
yeah.
survival.
Or survival. Survival works.
19, unless it has to do with Fey, Fiend, or Undead.
It is neither of those things.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you were trying to sway it where, like, I'm trying to avoid the undead, you could push it that way.
Well, I realize actually survival is not one of the stats that has that, so I can't even.
All right, but with a 19, yeah, you're right on course, right the way you're supposed to be. And I would say toward the end of the second day, go ahead and give everyone else a long rest again. That way you can get your wishes back for those that used them, or the bless
Yay.
that you may have just used by accident. Anyway,
Long rest.
when
Or
you're-
the one charge you needed back in your staff.
Or that.
or that too. As you start to pull towards San Juan, what are
we
people's
passive?
passive perceptions?
22.
18.
Well,
No, 12.
22, really, for passive?
Yep.
That's
took a-
crazy.
That's why I always bring it up.
He
Because my
took a
passive
feat.
perception, I didn't take a feat. It's from my shield.
He took a shield.
No, I didn't take a shield. I was given a shield.
All right. Well, apparently, your shield of spotfulness.
Well, it has a
Thoughtfulness?
giant eye on it.
You were
How was
able
it
to
just-
spot
That's
with
creepy.
a passive 22 with the eyeball shield. Crazy. You
Yeah, the shield is
notice-
emblazoned with a symbol of an eye on it.
you end up noticing that there are 2 pirate ships that are outside the port of San Juan.
Let's sink them.
Not to alarm anyone, but there are 2 pirate ships.
Is it Fey Fiend or Undead?
Let's burn them.
Isn't it Corvus that's supposed to ask that?
My bad. Corvus?
I mean, I can put a spell on for.
Well, am I
people.
close enough to identify them or anything?
Well, how
I mean, I
far
can let
is
him
your
know,
range?
hey, pirates. Off
Dude,
the
that's more
starboard
up
bow.
to you. How far away am I? How
Well, how
close
far?
would-
What's the range of your ability to detect them?
The fact that he even asked is a yes.
It's based on sight. So
Okay, so yeah, within sight, yes, you can, and yes, it is Fey Fiend / Undead.
So roll your perception at advantage.
Get them. Let's sink their ships.
Sinking ships is something you and I are really good at, Elwin.
I'm good at killing all the people
30,
on board.
20.
So yeah, you can definitely tell that the crew of the ship of one of the pirate ships ahead, well, actually both of them, of both of the pirate ships ahead are undead.
Does one of them have black sails?
I don't like Undead.
Yes, one of them does have black sails.
It's the Black Pearl.
Crewed by the Damned.
Yes.
So what do you do?
Yell parlay.
Parsnip, Parsley.
I may have recently watched the first movie again.
Parley-loo.
So
So
you-
those seem
Parlay.
to be seem to be undead pirates over there. At least undead vessels.
I have a plan. We're going to recruit them.
Okay, I don't see that working. We can try though.
We have to fight a giant beast of undeadness. Let's hire some undead.
I'm all for
don't
it. I'm
think the
just
giant
thinking of
beast is
the
undead.
beast of undeadness and maybe these people's leader.
But, I mean, we could probably pay them better.
All right,
We've got some money.
so Elwood, do you really try to say parlay while you steer while the ship gets closer?
Yeah, I want to meet with their captain.
Okay.
While we were doing that, I was going to ask Zephyrus to message Anya.
I mean, sure, I'll get out my book. Don't make me actually do it.
You don't have to on camera.
No one can see you.
Okay, fine.
I said you don't have to.
Right here. So, all right. My pen out. All right, Anya.
Yeah, so just to ask Anya whether or not, if she knows why undead things are in port, and whether Davy Jones is among them, and whether there's something we should be involved with.
Okay, I send message to Anya.
All right, so she responds with, pirates are looking for these random group that talked with them last time, but then gave them water that turned them magically to gold. It is Davy Jones, and it's the 2 ships he has, the Flying Dutchman and the Black Pearl.
Corvison, you might want to see this yourself. Look like Davy Jones and the Black Pearl. I don't know what that means. You understand?
Would I be familiar with the Black Pearl?
Well, at least the Flying Dutchman you would know, yes.
Well, the Flying Dutchman is Davy Jones' ship. Would I recognize the Black Pearl as well, or no?
It's a little bit of a mystery, but you know that he does command multiple ships. So,
Okay.
Is this before?
Oh, it's Commodore Jones.
More like admiral, but what else?
Is this before Captain Sparrow?
Davy Jones, I know you're there.
I don't think we want to parlay with Davy Jones, right?
I mean, you
I
are the
wanna-
people he's looking for.
I mean, do we even know that he's here?
Per
Did
With
Anya
our powers of
say-
persuasion, we
Did
could
Anya
probably.
say that he is here?
With our powers of persuasion, we could walk up to him and say, "These are not the droids you're looking for," and it would probably work.
Well,
I could. Very probably.
I need Elwyn to come with me, though.
We want him to come to us.
Well, I would say you do recognize the Flying Dutchman and the Black Pearl as the two ships. So
We
it is
are standing
a
on
ship.
hallowed ground.
We are standing on hallowed ground. For how long?
I could fill the dirt in if it's hollowed.
Hallow. Hallow.
I got a. I got a face palm out of it.
Facepalm, it works. That's your compensation. Anyway, so what do you do from here? You know it's Davy Jones.
Compensation, not inspiration.
Start yelling.
Why don't we just turn broadside and fire all of our cannons at him?
That's my
I
vote.
want to talk to him. It went so well last time.
I don't
I
think
think
he's
I
gonna
feel
let
like
that
you
fly
burned your
again.
bridges.
I could cast seeming on the party so we don't all appear to be who we appear to be.
I
I
mean,
don't-
that is true.
He may have true sight, but I mean, come on, that could be fun.
Why are we hiding? We just took out an entire armada of pirates. There's 2 ships. We'll be okay.
I guess Armada would be fleet, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Fleet would be better on that one.
Yeah, our armada is more of like 50.
All right.
It was
So,
many.
are you actually casting seeming on the party?
I mean, I can. I just brought it up. I wanted to know what everybody thought of how we should.
Well, I mean,
attack.
if this turns into a fight, we need to be at our best to do so. If you're having to use a spell slot or whatever for that, or a use of your power to do so, I don't think that'd be in our best interest.
I mean, I get him back on a short rest. It's not a big deal.
Can you use that on something else?
I mean, probably. Like last time, I used all my normal warlock spell slots off on. What was it? Synaptic statics.
Right.
I mean, I would say we just go over there, ready to attack if it comes to it, and see what happens.
All right. So I guess you pull up your ship to get really close enough to be able to board Davy Jones' ship.
Before
Oh,
we're not going on his ship. We're
We are
still
not leaving our hallowed ground. We are just going close enough to talk.
Okay, so you pull up.
Before
About-
that happens, I'm going to hold a spell of Spirit Guardians at 4th level in case a fight breaks out.
Okay.
No, in case a fight breaks out over here. I'm using Crown of Stars.
Keith, be aware if you do that and a fight doesn't break out in 6 seconds, you waste your 4th level spell slot.
No,
Well,
I
now
can hold it until it happens.
Yeah, I would say he holds it until a fight breaks out. He wouldn't precast it.
Yeah, I'm
but
not
that
casting
was just
it.
a
I'm
plan on what he does if
yeah.
actions get triggered.
Like when I see it happening, like I don't know if you want to be able to like say like, oh, right when the battle happens, so I'm not using a turn to do so. It just automatically comes on right when the battle happens.
Well, while we are leading up, I will cut my hand on my crossbow.
Okay. So your ship pulls up. The ship from across says, "Ahoy! This port be closed."
Not to us.
Hey, buddy. How's it going? I'd like to know. I look vastly different.
He does.
Who, buddy, be you?
It's me, Elwin.
Could have sworn it was supposed to be Mario.
You drink some my very delicious, very rare vintage wine last we met.
We don't even know if we're speaking to Davy right
You're
now.
not speaking to Davy Jones right now. You're speaking to one of his underlings.
Oh well, the way you were talking, I thought it was Davy. All right, fine. We're here. We're here to talk to Davy.
What business ye have with the master of the sea?
He's the one with business with us.
You be the ones he looking for?
Guilty.
Coming from a 13-year-old.
You look really young to be the ones we're looking for. Or at least you do. You all match. But you look young.
You can just
And-
pretend I'm the son of the other dude. I am that dude, but
And
if that's easier for you to process in your head, that's fine.
I'm gonna alter self to make myself look like Elwin did when he was older.
Oh, that's the one we be looking for. Well, you should come aboard.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. We would like to talk to him. We're staying on our ship. He's welcome to come stand on the bow of our ship, but that's the only place he can really go.
Don't tell them that.
They end up pulling their ship around to be right next to your boat.
Okay.
And then Davy Jones steps out. It's like, the ones we've been looking for. Where you been hiding all these months?
Oh, here and there.
That would take
Literally what I was going to say.
long time to explain. You see, we were in
That was rhetorical. He doesn't really care where we've been.
we were Fire Nation and Earth Kingdom.
He doesn't even know where those are.
Okay.
And before we were with you, we didn't know where those were.
All right, apparently ye be telling fairy tales.
Did we find any fairies?
Spirit creature tales, I suppose.
We met the dryads in my world. Those are kind of like fairies.
Anyway.
To be fair, Momo's a fae.
Ah, we have a fairy!
And he does have a tail.
And wings.
And wings. So he is a fairy.
All right.
Look, we have a fairy.
So, last time I was nice and cordial, but I kind of got paid with an attempt on my life.
Yeah, you're fine.
I feel like attempt on life should be repaid with attempt on life.
Listen, sir, if we attempted to kill you, you would be dead.
You did
Everything we
attempt.
kill-
You left black spots of death on our hands, and now they're gone.
To be fair, you do look very sparkly now.
Only because your vision.
Twilight World.
No, because of his undead thing.
So what business you have back here?
Purvis, have you hurt yourself on
besides
your
coming to your
crossbow?
death?
I
He already did.
We
Max damage.
would like to recruit you to stop the end of the world. Your world.
Roll a persuasion at disadvantage because he doesn't like you.
Guidance.
Hey. With guidance, was that D4?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, I could do a bless so you get rid of your disadvantage.
So that is a
Bless
dirty 20 with
or-
disadvantage.
That's
Oh,
not
so-
what Bless does.
That's up to me. That's not-
No, you could give him, what is it?
That's,
Owl's
what-
Wisdom.
Enhance ability.
Enhance ability, yeah.
I don't have that.
All right. I'm listening.
What do we actually know about this end of the world? I don't remember.
not much.
So I mean, Davey, you're a
I know out of character it's a
businessman.
Trask, but like in character, what the
big dragon. You know what a dragon is, Davey?
I
I have
So,
silent
big-
image, don't I?
Dragons are extinct. Iroh killed them all.
This is a different kind of dragon. Not from Iroh or from your world. That's
alright.
different.
I can make an image of a 15-foot image of a dragon.
Big scary death.
Pretend
So if you want to
like
continue
100 times
pirating,
bigger, coming to
you
destroy
need to stop
everything.
us.
all right, one talk at a time. Trying to listen to both of you at the same time doesn't work out so well.
Sorry.
So if you would like to continue your way of life, this creature that has been summoned by an image, but bigger than your kraken, is going to be unleashed in
Mhm.
approximately 8 days.
Did we fight his kraken? I don't remember.
Well, we know he has one, and we have seen it.
Okay.
As we saw it in the bay take out a ship that one time.
All right.
I don't think that this creature is much more scary than your kraken is, and it's going to be unleashed in 8 days.
Where is it going to be unleashed from?
That's a great question.
Zephyrus, you would know.
Know what? I reading book.
The big scary beastie thing that's going to end the world. Where is it going to be released?
Hold on. I contact the pod. I'm gonna write in my book and then.
What is it that you value that it would take to hire you?
Page.
Besides my life, because that's
and
not on the table.
overlook our past differences.
Okay, I go to
Well, I
Davro
mean-
page and I say,
Hmm.
Davro,
He makes a good point too, and overlook our differences. Although that was the rarest vintage that you could possibly get.
It tasted like awful.
I mean, the fact that you cannot drink it yet we can is
tasted
probably because
golden.
you're not human.
Going over to Zephyrus. Zephyrus, what do you write in the book to Devril?
he's never told us where the creature is, so I'm going to say, where is the creature being chained, and where would it be released when it breaks out?
He writes back, hidden volcano, border of all worlds.
It seems to be coming in from some volcano that is in between our worlds, so it would affect all of our worlds from the middle.
Isn't
wherever
like between the worlds an actual thing in Pirates? Like where the
Yes.
ship flips upside down?
Yes. Which would also kind of be like Aslan's world, where you go into the wave.
the wood between the worlds.
Well, no,
Okay.
the wave at the end of the book. The Dawn Trader.
The wood between the worlds from the Magician's Nephew is more fun.
Or
Right.
in the middle of the ocean. But sure.
All right. Go ahead and do another persuasion check. Once again with disadvantage because
All right.
your
Guidance.
doesn't like you.
Still doesn't?
You tried to kill him. You can't just get over that in one persuasion check.
Sure I can. I'm scared to hit roll.
You still have
Oh,
my
that was a
guidance.
good one. It's 24 plus the D4. 26. What were those
Alright.
two numbers? 16 and a 13?
Alright.
Good thing I have plus 11 to persuasion.
Right? Your plus 11's crazy.
I only
Alright, if I were
I
to
only
help
have
save
plus
the
10.
world, which then the world would become mine,
This
Um,
world, not all.
Let's not throw this world. Let's not talk about
You're
that.
already lord of all the oceans on this world.
I want the land too.
Okay, well, you will
I
be
don't have
lord
any
of
control
nothing
over
when
your curse.
oceans are destroyed. So you help us, or your home is gone. It is pretty simple.
Plus,
Yeah.
if we break your curse, wouldn't you just die?
How much do you
You've
know about his
gotta
curse?
be like thousands of years old.
I mean,
I mean,
at this point, the curse is none of your concern. And
we had it removed.
and yeah, I'll take ownership of this portion of the world for compensation for overlooking your transgressions.
I mean, let's put it this way:
to
if we
help
can
out.
remove your curse from us, if you want, you wouldn't want to get on our bad side.
No, you
Help
have
us
to,
kill the Kraken. Help us kill the beast that's going to destroy everything, and we will let you
You know,
remain as Lord of the Ocean.
you also have two awesome looking ships right there. I bet they're both pretty magical, right?
It'd be a shame to lose one of them.
Be a
Or
shame.
That was not where I was going with that.
Wow.
how could I lose them? They're mine.
You are going
I'm not
for it,
threatening your ships.
aren't you?
I'm pointing out that I have a
He's
lovely
undead.
magical ship myself. That I may be able to offer in compensation for your services.
So you'd give me your magical ship, rulership over all of this earth, for helping you
Oceans.
out.
Just the ocean, not the Earth.
No,
What would you
just
do
the
with the Earth? What would you do with it? Huh?
You can't step on it.
It's easier to get gold that way. Just saying.
How?
If I
Just
own
to-
the land, I own the gold.
Here's the thing. We don't have authority to give you that.
We have an
We
authority.
have
to let you
authority
live.
over this ship, and I can offer you said ship. You know you like magical ships.
I do enjoy magical ships.
Can I take Zephyrus aside and ask him a question?
Sure.
What? So we're offering this magical ship that
He can't
Davy
use,
Jones cannot stand on, and
nor his minions.
nor his minions, and then
That's
to
his
let
problem.
him stand on it, we would have to dispel the hallowed space, and
Uh-huh.
then it's no longer magical.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
That's his problem, not ours.
just checking.
Yep. Mhm.
It seems like Elwin's son is deceiving him a second time.
Yeah, this will totally not backfire.
It worked very well last time. Meanwhile, your crossbow is glowing, and I have stars spinning around my head.
How long does that spell last?
An hour.
Mine only lasts 10 minutes, so that's why I didn't cast it right away.
I was
Alright.
considering casting it with extended spell, but I didn't.
I mean, if anything's going to happen, it's going to happen like right now.
All right. How about this? We get your ship. I get 100 years of rule on land, as well as the sea for this world, and I'll help.
I don't think we have the authority to give.
I don't have authority to give you the rule of the land. I will personally not interfere if you try to wage war on the people of the land.
I can't promise that.
That's why I didn't speak for you. So shut up.
I would verbally say,
I make no such guarantee.
I'm the one who turned him to gold.
All right. Roll one more persuasion, not at disadvantage, just
With
a straight
guidance.
roll, and see where it lands.
I think now would be a good time to use my Tides of Chaos.
Always guidance.
To give myself advantage. $29 plus whatever guidance. So that'd be 33.
All right. You don't interfere. I can take over the land after we defeat this creature. And I get it for 100 years.
All right. I personally will not interfere with any war you wage on the people of the land. You will obtain our ship, magical as is, and in in return, you will help us defeat. We don't actually know what it is, but you will help us stop the end of the world.
Yep. He puts out his claw.
I will
Perhaps we
put
should
out my.
make a binding contract in writing.
I think he's a magical being. I think just stating is enough.
I mean, he's probably the kind of guy who would ask you to sign it in blood.
It's true.
I-
So, handshake to start with. And we'll
Alright.
go ahead and draft this in writing as well.
All right, I'll shake his hand.
It's a giant claw.
He has a hand.
Not in the one I'm using. And, yeah. So then he puts it in writing. And he actually has one of his tentacle beards actually write it out on a piece of paper. And that's what does the writing. And then he hands it over for Elwin to sign.
Before you
That's
sign,
It's going
read
to
it
creep me
first.
out, but I'm going to alter my shape to look like him and have tentacle beard too.
All right.
Let Zephyrus read over this first to make sure he hasn't changed any of the verbiage.
All right.
Of this
Apparently,
contract.
you like to copy things. Go ahead and copy this down.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you have to write, not write, but like what you'd have to roll to see if he changed anything in the contract to diss us or whatever.
Man, I could do so much like. Ooh, we need a zone of truth.
I mean, I can put down Zone of Truth.
You could wish one, I guess.
I can put down Zone of Truth. I have Zone of Truth. Would you like me to put down a Zone of Truth?
Is he gonna let you?
I mean, we're kind of shouting across from our ship to his.
Yeah.
What's the
It's a
range on
60
zone of
foot.
truth?
60 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you could just put it on him.
Okay. I will cast Zone of Truth. I will explain to him what I'm doing, and it would be preferable if he let it happen so we know he's telling the truth.
I'm not the one that deceived you last time. I'm not
I'm
the
not
ones
the
that
one
are
who deceived you either.
that are untrustworthy in this
Hey,
case.
It was all a little child.
I will raise my hand as the child in the group, saying I am somewhat untrustworthy. So, I'll also be in the range of the zone of truth.
Can I span 30 feet between two ships and have them both be in it? If they're both like talking face to face. I mean, they did just shake hands
Yeah.
from ship to ship.
I would say it's close enough, yeah.
So I'll cast it between the two of them, and Elwin knows that you can just.
So, the thing is, so this means Davy Jones can choose to fail,
Or make
he
it,
can choose to fight it.
he can make a charisma saving throw if he
Yes.
wants to lie.
If he wants to be able to maintain his ability to lie.
Is there? Do other people know?
The caster
Only
of the
the
spell
people
knows.
cast know.
Keith
Only
will
the
know
people
who.
I will know who can lie.
I mean, I guess I'll fight it. If Davy Jones isn't gonna know, I might as well save, right?
If you want.
What's your
That's
save,
up to
by the
you.
way, Thomas?
18.
I rolled a nat 20, so
We both saved.
I will let Elwin know, not out loud, that he can lie.
Well, Owen knows whether he passes.
Well, obviously, but he doesn't know that
Oh,
Davy
yeah.
can lie. But I'm telling him
Well-
Davy can lie.
Well, my blue man secretary overlooks the contract you signed. Is this contract magical? Magically binding.
I would say yes.
And I will truthfully tell you, I have every intention of giving you this ship and personally not resisting any what's the word?
Play he make. I don't know what he's trying to go for.
I don't know. Any of your attempts to take on the people of the land in this world.
Okay. Yeah, and he signs it, and then I'm assuming you're gonna sign it as well.
Once Zephyrus reads it over and says, "Yep, everything is good. There is no."
All right. What what language is it written in?
That's a
I'm gonna
great
say
question.
Quinn, maybe?
Orin, Aruan, or
You can
the
just
water
write comprehend
language.
languages. You can just cast comprehensive languages. I don't know why it matters.
I mean, I will if I have to.
Infernal.
No.
Deep speech.
I'm gonna say it's Aquan.
All right, I'm fluent, so I can just read it.
How many people can you contribute towards this fight? Creatures, I guess.
Well, it depends how many are gonna die on the sea beforehand.
Why would they die on the sea?
Well, anybody that dies on the sea becomes under my control.
Oh, right. Oh,
And
we just gave you we
there was
just
a
gave
lot
you a
of
lot
death.
of friends.
There was a lot of death that just happened over by
I may be
Puerto
responsible
Rico.
for some of that, much of that.
I think I'm responsible for most of that.
How many was it total again?
500.
A lot.
Yeah, I would say I could contribute some of my 500 new soldiers to the fight.
All right.
They
And
seem
they
to
were
die with this weird fog of lightning and like lots of wind. I don't know. A lot of them are very scared of storms now because of it.
yeah, a lot of the ones that drowned were probably my fault.
I would also like to ask Zephyrus to cast Detect Magic on the contract to see if it is actually magical or whether that's just made up.
I mean, sure, I can cast Detect Magic on it, and as soon as I do, my concentration ends on my alter self, so my body returns to normal.
Which is fine.
No more tentacle beard. Oh. Is it magical?
It is magical, yes.
What else do I see that's magical in the,
Just that
what is it,
it's
30-foot area?
I'm currently loving the fact that
Everything.
both times you anticipated us fighting Davy Jones, we have talked our ways out of the fight.
We fight everything you don't want us to fight, and we talk our ways out of everything you want us to fight.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm willing to go wherever the winds blow, okay?
Hey, that's my line.
I knew we needed an army, and most of you can contribute one except me, considering I'm mostly an outlaw in my world.
Yep.
Well, I'm sure if we talked to what was that guy's name, the king that we saw in the one big city tree.
Oh, Aragorn?
Yeah, if we talk to him, he may be kind enough to lend us some men.
Yeah, but their politics are complicated, and they can't get people together fast enough.
So
You
yeah,
can
this
just message Prince Caspian in your book there and tell him to have an army ready, and he'll be there.
Oh, he already has an army ready.
written
He
inside the
already said.
contract, it has a death seal written into the paper to where if either person breaks the vow that they commit to on this contract, they will die.
What am I buying? I will not resist him.
Resist him to
And
take over in this world, and he will commit an army and help out in the battle.
So
loophole.
he doesn't
It
show
is
up.
not
It's
defined
pointing
how
out
he's helping
loophole.
or who he's helping.
If I happen to be standing where he's attacking and he attacks me, is self-defense acceptable?
I would say the contract needs to say
Because
he
he's-
will help.
At that point,
us
I'm not
fight.
resisting him taking over the world. I'm resisting him attacking me.
Well, that wasn't.
And
in
I
the contract.
specifically said I'm only resisting. I would not resist his attempts to take over.
Potentially could be a loophole.
So I can
But-
aggressively place myself in his path. Because if he attacks me, he invalidates.
I mean, that's just one of our small things. We have 3 other people who are very strong and could probably deal with them ourselves.
I can also just cast support magic.
Or you could just wish a simulacrum on yourself. You are not you in the simulacrum. are not the same.
Simulacrum
something to
still
stop.
might because it came from me still might count.
Or just cast a simulacrum of each of us.
Anyway, so how will I be notified when my assistance is required?
That's a
Wanna
great
write your
question.
name in a book?
Yes, write your name in this book.
Can't we have 6 people in the book now? Or no, it goes to your charisma level, doesn't it? Not proficiency.
No, it goes to my proficiency.
So we can have 6 people then. Proficiency
Yeah?
is now +6.
Davy Jones is my frenemy.
I mean, and keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
And keep your undead sea creatures closest.
How's my orphanage doing? I should check on that at some point.
I checked up on them last session, which is like.
Oh, right.
All right.
Yeah, they were doing
so
quite
he
well.
writes his name in the book, and you do a test run. I'm assuming.
Sure.
Explain to him before do it so we don't get any more freakouts and accidents happen.
Susie sells seashells on the seashore.
What hath God wrought? Happens to be the first telegraph ever. For those of you history buffs.
It sounded familiar, but I couldn't place it. So yeah.
Sam Morris, Morse code. It's also a quote from Numbers 23:23, I think.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Okay, not that. Okay, so I'm looking through spells to see if I can do anything to make sure that this book, this magical contract that we're signing, is not horrible
Only
to us.
Elwyn is signing it. None of us are.
Oh, yeah, but I'm reviewing it. No, it said he would help out in the battle. Does it say he will help us fight the creature? Or does it say he will help out in the battle?
It just says he will help out in the battle.
I don't like that.
I mean,
So,
you could tell him to
asking
reword
to-
this.
Edit it.
Yeah, make an edit.
Can we edit it before it's signed?
Sure.
Well, he already signed it.
Yeah, but you can still edit it.
Give it back, and then say, "Hey, you need to re-sign it. I need to change one thing." That's how.
That is a very, very good catch. We don't want to fight the Tarask and his army of 500. Plus
That
him.
is true.
You see, I figure Casey would have loopholed that and would have had it join against us. It's helping
Totally.
out in the battle.
Totally was planning on it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you actually were?
I was, yes.
But we can get him to alter that wording. He's not
Yes,
going to
you
resist
can.
that.
Because you caught it, he will go along with it, yes.
Wheat beans.
I prefer baked beans, not sweet ones.
I'm not seeing any spells that'll help me out identifying this thing. I am going to limited wish detect thoughts.
Oh snap!
Okay.
So I detect his surface thoughts. What's on his mind right now?
I hate this child.
Probably.
I want to eat him for dinner.
I
Probably
wouldn't
not
go
that.
with that. I would say his surface thoughts are, these sand dwellers are annoying, and, well, at least if it lets me get all of the land and all of the ocean, it'll be worth it.
Okay. I'm gonna probe deeper into his mind.
He
Alright,
gets a
so with
save
a
here.
wisdom saving throw,
That'll be a wisdom saving throw.
I believe he's aware of this one, though.
he will be aware of it, yes.
Whether he fails or succeeds, he's gonna know. And I'll just tell him, I'm looking to see how truthful you are.
He gets, what's your save?
19.
He got a 27.
Holy
Oh,
freaking
dang.
crap.
That's ridiculous.
So he blocks you from going further. And I would say,
I'll point out I have not cast a single spell against this guy today.
and he says, careful where you go with that, lest you be trapped there.
In his mind?
Correct.
Hey, Davey, question for
I mean,
you.
if he wants to have mind games, I could definitely have some mind games with him.
Oh, Warlock versus Davy Jones and mind fighting round 1. Go. I want to see this.
I could hallucinatory terrain this place to look like land and freak him out because he can't go on land.
But you're assuming he's not just going to pass another save. We're not fighting him.
No.
We're recruiting him.
Davey, I
And-
do have a question
we're-
for you.
Since we're editing the contract, go ahead and put in that if he attacks me, I can retaliate without consequences.
I mean, I would say attacks any of us behind our backs.
No,
right?
I'm purposely
No.
leaving you guys out of this contract.
No.
Because if you get added to the contract, he wants all of you guys to not stop him from taking over. But right now, he's just having the one join it because he's the only one that spoke up. But I would say he vetoes that amendment for the attacking you part.
What is my guarantee you won't attack me then?
Who's been the most trustworthy one so far?
Neither of us?
I have to you.
You marked us for death and chased us across the world for years.
Yeah,
I don't know how
because you
long.
stole from us. You
I
stole
don't remember
from me.
stealing. What did I steal from you again?
You stole treasure off of a ship that was
Well,
in the
that,
bottom of the sea.
and he also you also took his, or I guess
Wait,
block it.
I
We
gave
did
you
just
back
give you
your weight in
500
gold.
troops.
Yeah, trying to kill me.
We did just give you
Attempt-
500
Still
troops.
still your weight in gold.
Attempting to kill me is not a benefit towards me.
You're undead. You would have had your weight in gold. You know
did
it.
not know that at the time.
I have a friend who knew you were undead.
But you did not know that at the time.
But
You don't know that I don't know that.
Oh my gosh, this is a circular argument.
Davey, are you
We're
cursed?
Princess Bride in this. Clearly, I can't choose the cup in front of me because you know that I know that you know.
He's not going to answer that question.
All right.
Why don't you want to answer me? Would you like the curse to be removed?
No.
Quick question. And this may change many things. Where in the Pirates timeline is this world at? I don't know if we ever established that.
I would put it at before Curse of the Black Pearl.
So before all of the movies,
so-
then.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, besides, okay, because that's an important clarifier, considering
He has the
Will
Black Pearl.
Turner becomes the Flying Dutchman.
Right.
Wait a second. So Jack Sparrow over here.
Is not Jack Sparrow. There is no Jack Sparrow yet. There hasn't, or Jack Sparrow is there, but he hasn't.
He's there.
He's there on the other
running
ship
the
of
Black
the Black
Pearl.
Pearl. Because remember, he worked for Davy for a while.
Yeah. This isn't cool.
All right. What are we waiting for? Oh, he vetoed my.
Yeah, he vetoed your thing, and he doesn't want to be made better. He doesn't want his curse removed.
I would like some guarantee that you cannot attack me.
And I would like some guarantee you cannot weasel your way out of the contract, but here we are.
I mean, he's not really trying to weasel his way out of the contract. He's just wanting to save his life. He's a 13-year-old boy. You are a grown man
He
who is
doesn't
very
attack
powerful.
me, I won't attack him. We'll put that in the contract to where if you are the cause of no harm to me, I will not be the cause of harm to you.
And what happens if you or me break that?
Open season.
You get cursed.
With
The black spot again, most likely.
No, I would say the person. Well, how about in this case? If you break it, you become undead and work for me.
okay,
If I break it, I work for you.
just always.
Well, until the natural course of our lives or unlives occur.
Lives or unlives.
We'll go ahead and put a limit of 50 years both ways.
All right, 50 years works.
Fair.
Is that more fair to your liking?
Yes. If you cause damage to me, or you, yeah, we'll just say you. That's fine. Or I cause damage to you.
Or are the cause of?
That's a little too vague.
If
I step on a butterfly and it happens to send some sort of shockwave that pushes you over and you trip on a caltrop, and that's not going to happen.
if I can trace it, then yes. If I can't trace it, then no.
How about we write it as anything you have in your power hurts him, and vice versa. Anything he has in his power hurts you. Contract void. Other
That
than
would be-
that, it doesn't count.
Do
That
we
would
want
include any minions who are under my direct control, and any minions under your direct control.
That actively choose to harm you, yes.
Okay. That's fine.
All right?
Show up here, Amy.
Sure.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
look at that.
Oh, she's awake.
Attack
She
the
is awake.
baby.
The eyes are open,
She sleeps an awful lot.
as expected.
Mine will probably do the same.
Yeah. They all do. Oh, she's awake a bit more than Sayla was. Sayla was slept for like weeks. It felt like she had jaundice.
Did you
That would
put her
do
in
it.
the window every 10 minutes?
No.
Yeah.
Well, so she had to spend like the first night under the stupid blue light of doom.
For walks naked in her stroller outside in the sun.
I do remember that. Yes. She had a diaper on.
Well, yeah.
I mean, because I had the same thing, and my mom just put me in like the sunlight coming through a window for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, we
Every
lived
day.
in a big, dark church with one window
Yeah.
in our whole apartment.
That would do it.
She would like Mama back. Thank you.
Well, once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. How much longer, Keithy?
Why?
December,
Not going to be too much.
not too much longer. 4 more,
So yeah, he ends up signing the contract
less than 4 months.
once again with the amendments, and pushes it over to you to sign.
All right. Someone's going to need to send a message with all these clarifiers because at some point in our future, this will become relevant.
Potentially.
Yeah, I might have to rewatch it just to actually type it up again.
It's fine.
So,
All right. That's
For
fine.
now, we have it.
all right, and yeah. So then he says, "All right, well, thank you for the contract. Look forward to battling with you, and I will continue my siege."
We probably should have put in the contract.
You haven't
They
helped
lay
us
off it.
defend the world yet.
That's true, but if you cause harm to me now, you would then become voided in the contract, and or become work for me for 50 years.
We should have put it in the contract that you see.
Well, I guess I'm going to fly away on a bison and let my friends take care of you.
Do we? I guess maybe it's too late. Did we want to also put like an expiration date on this or anything? Like,
We did. We're
Okay.
good.
well, not necessarily the 50-year thing, but like after the. I guess we can't. I was thinking the after.
I'm
we,
from another world. I'm not
Yeah.
really going to care about this world.
I'm aware.
Or, we could just let him be the brunt of the assault on the Tarask, and hopefully he kills him, or close to kills him in the process, and then we just finish him off.
I mean, you know that he can't die in battle, right?
No. Technically, none of us do. Corvus might, but none of us do.
Okay. And,
What was that?
What?
And that wasn't being said in character. That was just speculation.
Okay.
So yeah. So he goes on, starts to kind of ignoring you guys until he plans on getting contacted from you in the future. And
Can we
what
at
do you-
least go in there and get Anya without any trouble?
I mean, if I go with you, we can't attack me.
And that is true.
So are you looking? So you want to?
Well, we
Wanna
still aren't.
bypass-
We're here to get Anya. That was the whole purpose of coming.
You, that was a good twist there.
So you're looking to get
How did we not know that he was holding a siege?
We didn't.
You did because he said he blockaded the entire port. His
Well,
there's
opening
only two
statement
ships.
was, "You're blockaded."
Mm. Well, anyways, let's just get Anya and keep moving.
All right, you're just gonna pick up one person.
Yep.
All right, fine, I'll allow it. And he lets your ship through. Just don't damage my future ship.
I was gonna say, it's kind of your ship almost at this point.
Right, which is why he's allowing it.
Okay.
So he lets you go through. What do you guys do?
What other?
How far
We,
are we
uh,
out of sea?
by the way,
Wait,
we still need to do the simulacrum wishes. We need to make sure we have enough time to do those.
I mean, those take what an action to do.
An
we
action,
decided
however,
we would do
well, I guess we can do 2 a day, so we need 2 days.
No, 1 day.
I thought
to
we
do
weren't
2.
gonna do that. It's kind of cheating.
Yeah, I thought we decided
I would
we.
say you can do one copy. You can't do multiple copies.
Can
You
we
had
do one
meant-
copy of each of us?
You had mentioned that each person could have 1 copy.
Right.
That's all it was one. So we would need 4 total casts of Simulacrum.
So
Meaning we
2
need
days.
2 days.
No, I cast it
we
on
have
you
8.
while you have full spell slots, and then you cast it on me while I have full spell slots.
Yeah, but then our Simulacrums will be short of spell slot.
Just
That's
the level
how it's
9
gonna
one that you can't have anyway.
Huh?
No. He casts it on you when you have a 9th level spell slot. And then the next day you cast it on him when he has a 9th level spell slot.
Right.
So your simulacrums will have 9th level spell slots. And then when you cast, or when he casts it the next day, he'll cast it on Corvus, who hasn't used any of his resources, and then you can cast it on me when I haven't used any of my resources. Yes, they'll all be at half HP, but Corvus and I at half HP is still going to be a lot of HP.
Right.
Oh, you want to do it 4 times because we can simulacrum the whole party.
Correct.
Yes.
You have
Correct.
to do one of the party for each person. Yep.
And then
Nice.
how about we just have our simulacrums fight Davy Jones?
I feel like that would.
Technically,
void
that's
the-
not breaking the contract.
I feel like that would void the contract.
I'm not going to risk that breaking the contract.
That would totally be us having our things do damage to him, and that would void the contract if Elwyn did.
It would.
Because
I
it's
could
under
damage
my
you all I
direct
want.
control. And again, you guys aren't under my direct control. I was careful about that
It'd
wording.
just be Vader here at the end and say, "I have altered the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further."
True.
Rest in
Anyway.
peace, Dave Earl Jones.
Oh yeah, right. R.I.P. James Earl Jones. Oh, so sad.
Yeah, what was that when Wednesday happened?
I think it was yesterday or Tuesday. Or no, that's
It
when
might
it was
have been
announced.
Tuesday.
It happened earlier.
Was it Monday?
I thought
Monday
it
or
was
Tuesday?
maybe before the weekend too.
Oh no, I heard about it Wednesday, I think.
Okay. Anyway, you find Corvus's fiance, and
Can we ask her if she knows anyone else on this island that is fighting fit that could be of use?
I don't think that's worthwhile.
I mean, the
gave
more
up
allies
a-
we have to fight the Tarrasque, the better.
we gave up any possibility of allies from my world once we signed the contract with Davy Jones.
Not necessarily.
They're not going to agree.
It's not
to
true. We have your fiance.
Well, I'm talking about anyone else here on this island that could help fight the Tarrasque as well.
The only one I care about is that, like, what is it, 8th level cleric?
Oh, Lydia, my sister.
No,
No, the
the
bishop guy.
archbishop.
Oh. My sister is also a pretty high level cleric.
I'm gonna say for the sake of brevity, I'm gonna say that no, she doesn't know of anybody that would willingly leave.
I mean, could I go to the bishop and try?
If you want
have
to,
we
sure.
The
Have we
last time we
recruited-
talked to him, he saved
Have
our
we-
lives.
Have we recruited Aang or anybody from your world, Duffy?
I think we talked to Aang
We
about
did
it.
talk to Aang, yes.
Okay. So he's gathering an army.
I mean,
No,
I-
Aang
he
is an
declined,
army.
didn't he?
Don't know about an army. I mean, we have Aang.
Well, I guess that means my world's the only one we don't have any help from.
Currently.
So I guess we got to go deal with
That I guess.
Gondor. Unless we want to recruit the orcs, because recruiting bad guys seems to be fun.
Or just
Uh,
go. Well, no, he's dead.
Well, first all I want
You know
to
what?
do.
You know what I just realized?
What?
We just pulled an Aragorn. We went and talked to the King of the Undead to ask us to help fight against
We
the big bad
did.
evil
Wow.
guy.
We
And
did
now
pull
the
Aragorn.
army of the undead is now going to help us fight the big bad evil guy.
That's awesome.
That's totally what Aragorn did.
I'm okay with that.
I like it.
I think
right back.
Elwyn just told Davy, "You will obey me."
I should have given him my sword.
But for the bishop, go ahead and roll persuasion, Zephyrus.
Persistence.
23.
I mean,
I have
having two
really good
high-level
rolls so far
clerics,
tonight.
I can give you guidance too if you want it.
Oh, you
I'll
already said
always
the
give
roll.
guidance.
Kind of late to say it.
Yeah,
Well, I
you
mean,
have
I'm
to say it before
basically
the.
I'm always giving guidance if you're gonna roll,
Oh,
unless you
well,
want
either
me to
way.
have to say it physically.
Yeah, I'm gonna say on a 23.
With guidance, it's a 27.
What's happening?
We're getting the bishop,
Of what?
maybe Canterbury.
Why?
Thought you rolled high enough that yeah, he'll
To aid us in the fight
he'll
against
come
the
and aid
Sharath.
you.
Is he going to
Is
join us
he
now? I mean, how is he going to
useful?
join
Is
us
he
when
like
the
a
world
cleric or
comes to an
something?
end?
Yeah, he's a high-level
Yeah,
cleric.
he's a high-level cleric.
Level
When I
8
said 8th
cleric.
level, I meant he's like an 8th level spellcaster. He's like level 15 or something. I forget. It was really high.
No, he was 18 at the time. He's level 20 now.
18. Oh my god.
All right.
Yeah, he's gonna join, and he'll just join with you now currently. Just because he doesn't know how he's going to find you otherwise later.
Okay, so now what? We have a 20th level cleric.
Yep. And
Okay.
then,
Can I give him
anything else left on this
25,000
world?
gold worth of diamonds?
You can just wish Revivify or whatever you're trying
True
to.
resurrection? I can't. It's a 9th level. You can't wish a 9th level.
Oh,
So what are you doing in the rest of this world? You now have Corvus's fiance.
we have the bishop
You have the
and
bishop.
an undead army.
Yep.
That can just magically show up places, so that's cool.
In a way.
I mean, we told him where it's going to be, so he should have
I mean,
more
as
than
long
enough
as the
time.
waters are connected, he can be there.
Correct.
And they are. So he's fine.
Yep.
When he could send his army overland, he just can't go overland.
Right.
Well, it's like, what, once every 100 years, something like that? 10 years?
No, it's once every 10. All right. So what are you doing next?
I would say we would go to my world to recruit my sister and pick up the army King Caspian said he would aid us with.
How are we going to get that army to where we need it?
We got a boat.
How's
And
the
you
boat
probably
going
have
to
to
get
go
there?
Transport the boat between worlds.
We just go across the water. All worlds are connected via water.
That would take a while, wouldn't it?
I mean, you'd also have to pass through the perception filter the bards had set up to keep the hidden mountain separate.
You're welcome to use one of mine.
But no, at this point, the bard actually contacts Zephyrus in his book and says, got a good training regiment set up if you guys do want to come and try to train before the big battle.
How do we get there?
I can come pick you up. Where are you guys at?
I mean, can you also teleport us and what we're currently... you'd have to talk to him via the book.
I'd have to write this, but are you guys interested in going right there right now?
I mean, I
I
would
would
say
be
we
down
should
for
pick up
it,
my
although
sister.
I feel like I would feel more comfortable if we could get all of our armies together somehow for this.
I mean, I could ask him to teleport Aang in as well, but do we know if we have any help from Radagast or anybody?
I don't
We-
think we need Radagast if we're
We
going
should
to
get
have...
Radagast, at least.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
I'd be
you think
down for
Radagast
it.
would be helpful and willing to do this.
I mean, King Aragorn would be awesome, but he never. I don't think we have the influence of that. I would
No.
say Radagast would be good enough.
I mean, we can have well, not necessarily King Caspian, but we can have we can have like a unit of soldiers, and we can have my sister.
Forget King
the training
Caspian. I'm going to ask for Reapy Cheap.
I mean, we probably get Reapy Cheap with some soldiers, is what I'm saying.
The army of mice.
That's funny.
I don't think there are that many.
They'd fit on our ship.
They would.
They would
fit
fit on a
on the ship.
Is there a way to make our ship fly?
Well, we need to go to a volcano. The ship can't go there.
The ship can go around the volcano where there's water.
I don't know if there's water around the volcano. It's not an island, is it?
Yes.
It is. I mean, eventually everything is an island at some point.
I mean, even if there's a volcano in the middle of the ocean, there's still going to be ocean. It's not underwater.
Yes, but it
volcano
could be
is
an
underwater.
inland volcano. He's saying.
But then there's still be an island which is surrounded by ocean, which boat ocean. We good.
Not if the coast is say 100 miles from the mountain.
And we get off the boat and go on land.
Except we're doing it without Davy Jones.
He'll bring his army then. His army can go on land with us, or we just wait until the Terrace comes out to meet us and then kill it.
To speed up all of this talking, Casey.
Yep.
Can you just tell us who are we logistically able to get there so that we can do this practice fight that you have prepared for us, although we'll just do that next time.
Right. Well, yeah, so I'm going to say go ahead and roll a persuasion for Radagast.
Persuasion? Sure.
Yep.
Guidance.
28 plus guidance.
Yep, yeah, he's going to come along. And then
31.
And then, Prince Caspian will come along with an army. We have Davy Jones and we have Aang. I think that's
Can we
where I'm going
also
to
bring along my sister, or no?
Please tell me Radagast is bringing an army of squirrels or something more equally ridiculous.
Let's have him bring an army of mice to go with the Reaper Cheap army. That
Yeah.
way it's a double Reaper Cheap mice army.
Is Aang bringing anything but himself?
I think Aang's just bringing himself.
He doesn't have to bring anything but himself.
I think Aang is a higher level bender than Radagast is a magic user, to be fair.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, he is an army of its own, so...
If we were putting Aang in levels, Aang would be higher than level 20.
He also has diversity of 4 elements.
But here's the plan for the training. The training is going to be a free-for-all battle of the party. So the party will be fighting each other for XP.
Fancy.
So
Interesting.
So you guys have until next session to think about how each other fights and think about how to circumvent that fighting with the rules and with what you have.
So is it like a 1v1v1v1 free for all, or is
Yeah,
it like
it's
1v1 and then
it's a-
1v1 and then another 1v1, like
No, it's a-
individual 1v1 battles?
Nope, it's a 1v1v1v1. Free-for-all battle that I'm going to have you
I can level
fight.
the playing field.
I mean, whatever tricks that you
Don't
have...
you dare use your nasty like arms or whatever that corruption.
Maddening darkness.
Yeah, that one. That'd be so bullcrap.
Which one?
No one. Maddening darkness. It's like a 300-foot area of darkness and damage that we can't do anything about unless someone casts daylight. And even then,
But-
that might not even stop it.
No,
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
say everyone gets a long rest.
Or dispel magic.
And at the start of the next battle, or at the start of the next session, we're going to do the 1v1v1v1 battle.
you need a 9th level light spell to beat it, Keith.
Yeah, it's basically impossible, and like we couldn't hit him unless we're at disadvantage. So it's ridiculous.
You're already at disadvantage to hit me.
But,
I know. I can't fly.
But I
it's
figure
not
this will be an
conversation.
interesting battle of you all. And let's say it's a 200-foot radius enclosure that you're in. So 100 feet wide and then 100 feet at the top of like a dome. Make sense?
And can we make it like a spectacle and make it like a like a gladiatorial arena fight
Uh,
with spectators?
I'm going to say yes, but it'll be spectators of the bards.
Well,
be
the
fair,
bards will be there, but
we have
like
a-
our whole armies are going to be there too because we're bringing them with us. Well,
We
other
have a
than the
level
army
20
of undead.
cleric who can revive us if we kill each other too.
Well, I don't think they're going to be. We wouldn't make it be to the death. We would pull our punches like, okay, you're almost down. I will
I
knock you
can't-
unconscious.
yeah,
and then
I
we
Can't
give
pull
it a punch.
punches.
So we need a guarantee they can revive us.
So yeah, they'll be able to revive. They have healing word and revivify if needed, and they'll be
I also
watching.
have Revivify.
Yeah, Corvus, Elwyn, and I can't pull punches.
I mean, you
That's
could.
fine.
You could punch some people.
But with that, I did want to.
I have negative strength.
You have daggers. They are dexterity-based attacks.
I could use my daggers, but I would be using them with magic, and I can't pull punches with the magic.
So with that
True.
being said, that was kind of the surprise I did want to get to, and we'll see you
That'll
next
be
time
interesting.
for the fight to the death between the party. So with that, if you're watching on Twitch, please give a follow, or watching on YouTube, please give a subscribe, or on Kick, and we'll see you guys next time.